Hi everyone, it's Heather. Welcome back into the Paper Castle. I've been getting a lot of messages and comments about my eBay videos. So, sorry, I got a frog in my throat. So I decided to do an update on some of the things that were recently in my store. Most of these things are things that you haven't seen. They're older items that I just decided to list in the past week or two that sold. So just wanted to give you some more ideas on what things can sell. First thing is this lot of Christmas tree pins. They're all mostly Christmas trees. There's one wreath in here. But these are all vintage, probably 40s or 50s. These two up here, this wreath and this one down here on the left, these are all unsigned. This one was the star of the show. This is a mamselle signed piece. Very, very tiny signature down here where my thumb is. But I think that one is what sold the lot for me. I put it up for $9.99. It sold for almost $17. So if you have a lot of old costume jewelry, make sure that if you have a lot of items that are similar, like Christmas trees or dog pins or cat pins or horses or anything like that, try and sell those together, because there's a lot of people that specifically look for those things. There's a lot of people out there who just collect Christmas tree pins. Okay, this is an ashtray that I just sold this week. I've probably had this almost 2 years. Didn't put it up because when I researched it, there were a lot of other ones on eBay and none of them were really selling. So I figured I would just stay back and wait a while. And then I checked again a couple weeks ago and they still weren't selling, but I figured, well, it's just sitting here, I might as well list it, and if it doesn't sell at auction, I'll put it in the store. And for some reason or another, it sold at auction for $9.99. And it's going to go live in Canada. So I don't know why this sold as compared to the other ones. It's not much different than the other ones. One like it sold for a lot less last week. So I don't really know what the deal with this was, but I'm happy about it. I mean, it might be my pictures, it might be my feedback rating. I don't know. Sometimes things stump me. This is another one that kind of stumped me. This is a pewter plate. I got it for about $2. Oh, I forgot. This I paid a little too much for this. I paid $3. But I made my money back, so that was okay. This is a pewter plate. Found this in a Salvation Army store for $2. And I bought it because it says Longaberger 2001 on the back. This was a dirty, beat-up mess when I got it, and it's still kind of beat up. I mean, you can see on the back that it's kind of beat up. But I cleaned it the best that I could, and I was very honest in the listing and said, that this needed a lot of TLC, and I had cleaned it up the best that I could, and there are other ones up there, and they're probably in better shape, but for some reason, that sold at auction for $9.99. And that's going to Canada too. Next couple things I sold. What? I actually sold to a fellow YouTuber. So thank you, Terry. She saw these items in my garage sale haul and she was interested. So we made a deal. So I sold her this charm necklace that she liked, and which I had not listed yet, and then I sold the radio that was already listed for auction on eBay. So that's another thing I wanted to tell all of you. You can end an item. If you list something and you break it, or you list something from memory and then you go to look for it and you can't find it, or somebody comes over to your house and they say, oh my gosh, can I have that? You can end the auction. Even if you have bids on it, you can end the auction. All you have to say is you have to give a reason, like it's broken, it's not available anymore, it's not for sale anymore, and that's fine. It's not something you can do every day, but they'll let you do that. And I have this big silver plate teapot, and as you can see, it's broken. This was attached right here. See, it has a hinge. This is, you can hardly even read the mark. There is a mark down there. I think it's Pilgrim silver plate. I had to do a little research on that. Anyway, there were some other Pilgrim pieces up there, and I think there was actually another one of these teapots on there. And it's another one I didn't think I would sell, especially because it was broken. But that also sold for auction for $9.99. I think I got this for about 50 cents, maybe. I bought it in a lot with some other silver plate pieces. So I paid no more than $1.50 for it. But, don't be afraid to sell broken things. I've sold a lot of broken things. I've sold things with cracks. I've sold things, that need the lids replaced. I've sold broken dolls. Whoops. If you have electronic items that are broken, don't throw them out. Sometimes you can sell those also. There's a lot of people out there that fix cameras and televisions and calculators, video cameras, whatever, and they need parts. So if you put in the listing, the name of the camera, and then you say, for parts, sometimes people will buy them. I've seen a lot of electronic items sell like that. And then last but not least, there is this big bag of costume jewelry. It's just a big mishmash of pieces that I've collected over the past couple years. I'd say I probably didn't spend over $25 on everything, because I bought some pieces here and there. Sometimes I get a whole little box for $1. Sometimes I'd pay $3 or $4 for one pin that I really liked. And instead of listing them all separately, since I knew some pieces were not that valuable, I listed them all in a big lot. I think there's over 60 pieces in there, and some are missing stones. The pin backs are broken on some, but I said that in my listing. I was honest about it, and it sold for $93.50 last night, and it's gonna go live in Australia. And then she paid me $22 on top of that to ship it to her, because this is not light. It's over 2 pounds right here without the box. So those are the things that I sold recently that are going to be shipped out today. And what else was I going to say? Oh, somebody asked me a question the other day. They asked me what crazing was, because I think in one of my videos I said, I was talking about coffee mugs, and I said that I check the inside and make sure that there's no crazing in it. So in case any of you don't know what that is, crazing is when there's like a fine network of cracks, not in the item, in the glaze that's on the item, any kind of ceramic item. Kind of looks like when you paint something with crackle paint. And crazing usually happens when the item is exposed to extreme heat or extreme cold. Or if it's fired and then it's not cooled off properly, sometimes it can happen right after it's been fired. But with coffee mugs it happens a lot because you're constantly pouring hot boiling water into it, so it gets crazing in the bottom. Some buyers care, some don't. But you always have to be honest and tell them whether the item has chips or cracks or crazing. And as long as you're honest, people are usually happy with their item. So I think that's it for today. If anybody else has questions, general questions about eBay, just message me. I know I did a video on shipping domestically. I did a video on taking pictures, doing these videos here and there, showing you the things that I buy and why. But if you have any other questions, just, let me know and I can try and do a video and answer them. So that's it for today. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you soon.